Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to be showing you how I bleach my roots once they grow out. Don't mind the nose strip. I'm also filming a 24-hour glow up video. I thought I would also do a separate video on how I fix my roots at home, and it's time to do an update for you guys. So this is what I use: a bowl and a brush. The brush is mainly for mixing. I also use a 30 volume 9% developer, and I used to have these red ones but they're out of them, so I got another brand, and this one is the Energy Cosmetics Energy Blonde, in case you're wondering. So I mix this with my Energy Blonde bleach powder. So you can just use any bleach powder as long as it's a good brand, I would say. For the bleaching part, the ratio is 2 to 1. So you need double the amount of this than the bleach, you know? So if you put 1 spoon of this, you put 2 spoons of this. I'm just trying to explain it to you guys. It all depends on how much you're bleaching. Since I'm doing only the roots, I'm obviously gonna need a smaller quantity than if you're bleaching your whole head. I want to show you a before. Changed into a shirt that I don't need, and I put some gloves on, and now I'm gonna start putting the actual stuff. And I'll start from the bottom. Alright guys, so I placed a plastic bag on top of my head. It can be any type of bag, doesn't have to be the same as the one I'm using, but just to keep the heat and make it faster. And I also cleaned my face and a bit on my ears because it starts to burn. So yeah, you can see that this part is already becoming blonde, whereas this, because that was the last part I did, is still sort of dark. So I'm gonna wait about 30 minutes. So the difference between me before and me now: before I used to get really scared and I would just wash it off as soon as I would feel like this became yellow. But I learned to relax, and as long as your mixture is good and your hair is not like super thin and dying, then it should be fine. Some people bleach their hair twice in a row if it's not white enough. I do it once, but I try to keep it for at least 30 minutes. You can even go up to 40 minutes, I think, or 45. More than that, I think the product is not working anymore, so it's useless. So yeah, I'll set a timer for 30 minutes and then I'll check on it. And what you can do if you have some bleach left, like me, is I like to wait a bit until the roots are kind of white, and then I sort of apply more bleach on some of the longer strands. This way I kind of get this sort of balayage where you have a mixture of light blonde, dark blonde, you know? So yeah, I'll see you in 30 minutes, which is a second for you guys. So it has been 30 minutes. It always turns out a bit yellow. I'm thinking if I should keep it a bit longer. By the way guys, don't worry if the process is itchy. It's normal and it's warm and kind of burns, I want to say, but if it burns a lot, then it's not normal. So I'm gonna give this 5 to 10 minutes. I'm gonna shower and I'll be back. Guy from Harry Potter that has yellow hair. This is what we're going for. This is all gonna go once we apply this permanent hair dye, which I use as a toner, and I mix it with a 10 volume developer, because the 10% is not going to burn your hair. So basically the 10% is to apply on top of the color that you achieved. Now, something I've been doing differently is I used to buy the 9.21 and now I started to go for the 10.21. Now, what does that mean? You have 8, you have 7, you have 6, etc. And I think the lightest is probably like a 12, I don't know. But the higher you go, the lighter it will be, okay? But hear me out. It doesn't mean that if you buy a 10 thing and you put it on your hair and then suddenly your hair is light. No, the base should be super light. So when you bleach your hair, basically, if you achieve a really light color, then you can go for a number 10. Just applying this ashy color on top of what's already there. So if it's dark, it's gonna stay dark. It's not gonna go lighter. So when I buy this permanent hair dye, I go for ash colors because I'm applying it on very brassy hair. Anyways, I want to add that some people like to go in while their hair is still wet. I like to at least have it like damp, you know. I'm just gonna have to wait until it dries a little bit. I'm gonna go for a walk outside. This way it kind of dries faster. I'll see you when this hair is a little bit more curly. And then we're gonna mix this and this. And by the way, ratio is 1:1. So this is 100 milliliters. So you're gonna use 100 milliliters of whatever you're mixing with it as well. Alright guys, so my hair is kind of damp. I would usually let it dry a bit more, but I'm just too impatient and I don't want to wait. I like to actually tone my entire hair to kind of make it all match. So I will start with the bottom, but basically I'm gonna start with the darker part and then give it about 10 to 15 minutes and then do the root part. And you're gonna notice that the mixture turns purple and it gets darker and darker. Don't panic if your hair turns purple. If you leave it for too long, there is a possibility that your hair might turn a bit purple, but it will go after you wash it once or twice, so don't worry. For me, I'm gonna leave it for actually 30 minutes because I really want to try to get all of that brassiness out. This part is actually super easy. I just apply it on my hand and go like this, just like a conditioner. I don't use clips or anything. I find it really easy. Also, this stains a lot, so try not to drop it on things because it will turn purple and it's really hard to remove. It's also way more liquidy than the bleach, so be careful with that. I'm just going in like that and it's actually super soft. It's not like the bleach, there's no powder in it, so it's super like slimy, I would say. By the way guys, I used only half of the tube that I showed you, and even half of it is a lot. So I'm practically covering all the darker parts, and I'll leave the roots for the end, as we said. Alright, so I just roll my hair to kind of keep it warm. You can also do the whole bag thing. I'll wait for about 10 minutes and I'll come back and add the rest of it on. Always massage your head. You never know which part you missed. And don't forget behind your ears, because when you tie your hair, you can kind of see this whole place. It's like kind of green purple? I don't know. Anything is better than yellow. Okay, so the next time I'll see you, I'll have this washed already. As I said earlier, the bottom Does not match the top exactly. I do have a bit of gray. I think I'm happy with the result, even though last time I did it, it was a bit better and I did not film, of course. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay guys, here's a little before and after of the hair, and so you remember how my roots were before, and here they are now. Alright guys, so that is the end of this hair dyeing video. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of the results. Please don't be harsh. I'm not a hairdresser. It doesn't turn out perfect every time, but honestly, I'm very happy with the results. So if you've been thinking of changing up your hair, whether it's at home or at a hairdresser, this is your sign to do it. You know, change things up a bit. Hair is always gonna grow back, so go ahead and do what you wanna do. You can leave comments down below if you have any question, and I'll make sure to answer you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers. I will see you in my next one. Bye.